Hey, welcome back to How to Barbecue Right. I'm Malcolm Reed. Today I've got another holiday appetizer for you that you're gonna love. It's cheesy, it's gooey, it's hot, it's bubbly. It's all those things you'd want in a skillet dip. I call it Creole Shrimp Dip. We're gonna do it on the grill and it's gonna be fantastic. Let's get to cooking. So for this recipe today, I'm cooking on my PK 360 grill. I'm setting it up for a hot and a cool side, which is 2-zone cooking. It's gonna let me saute over the hot coals, and then we're gonna finish the dip off over the indirect side, let it get hot and bubbly. I'm putting my charcoal on one side of the PK 360, and I'm opening up the intake 100% on that side. I've got my grate in place. We're gonna close the top vent directly over the coal, but then we're gonna open it up on the cool side. That's gonna create airflow throughout that 360, and it's gonna make it perfect 2-zone cooking. And you can cook this recipe on any grill. Just set it up for 2-zone cooking. Got my iron skillet directly over the hot coals, and we're gonna saute some garlic and shrimp. If it gets too hot, we can always move it off the coals, but I think we're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna let that butter melt a little bit, throw in some garlic. Now we're gonna add our chopped Gulf shrimp, and we're just gonna saute these for a few minutes. Now we're gonna season that shrimp, the garlic, butter, Creole seasoning. It's really gonna give it some flavor, bring a little heat to the party. We'll squeeze a little lemon juice in there, a little splash of wine. Now we're just gonna mix it all up, cook it down a little. The last thing we're gonna do is hit it with a little bit of parsley, give it a good stir. So now we're gonna transfer our shrimp mixture right to a large mixing bowl. And we're gonna put into that a block of cream cheese, some mayo, sour cream. It's time to add the good stuff. And this is where that Colby Jack cheese comes in. Some mozzarella, and I also need some Parmesan. And now we just need to fold it all together. We're going right back in the same cast iron skillet. All we have to do is get it hot and bubbly, and I'm gonna set it on the indirect side of my PK. You notice I have a drip pan under there. That's just to keep the coals from coming over on this side. Just gonna orient it with the handles back that way so the lid will close. So we're just gonna keep the lid closed, let it cook. We'll check it when it's hot and bubbly, starting to brown on top. It's gonna be done. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna serve it, and I'm gonna get to taste it. Our Creole shrimp dip has been cooking for about 30 minutes there, and you can see the top of it's brown. It's super hot now. We're just gonna let it hang out a few minutes, and then we're gonna try it. Before I try this cast iron appetizer, I'm gonna hit it with just a little bit more parsley on top, just to make it festive. The way it's brown and bubbled up, you know it's gonna taste really good, and I promise you it's still hot, even though I let it set about 10 minutes. Now I'm serving this dip with some toasted baguettes. I just drizzled them with some olive oil, put a little parsley on there, popped them in the oven on broil while the dip was going. I'm just gonna get a spoon. We're going right in this shrimp dip. Look at all that smoke come out. Man, you know it's hot, but it looks so good. Right on the baguette, and you can dip in it if you want. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna try it right here while it's still hot and bubbly. Oh man, it's good, but it's hot. It's cool a little bit. I'm gonna have to grab another one of these baguettes. I'm just going in this time. I know it's molten lava, but look at all that cheese with the shrimp, the Creole seasoning. It's got such good flavor to it, and it's a great party dip. I'm going in again. If you love cheese and if you love those Creole flavors, you want to try this recipe. Just fire up those grills with indirect heat, get it all mixed up in an iron skillet, wait till it gets hot and bubbly and browned over the top. Serve it with baguettes, chips, whatever you like. This one's a must try for the holidays.